Episode 16, Geeta Takes Back the Reins, The Great Cake Disaster. This narrative is proudly brought to you by Polly Speaks For You. At Polly Speaks For You, we are committed to empowering individuals, especially those with disabilities or learning challenges, through innovative text to speech and voice recognition technology. Polly Speaks For You is more than just software, it's a tool for self expression, connecting people with the world in meaningful ways. By blending the richness of history with cutting edge technology, Polly Speaks For You demonstrates that every voice, whether preserving the past or shaping the future, has the potential to inspire. While we strive to make the story engaging, our primary focus is on storytelling itself. The visuals are secondary. We are showcasing the remarkable capabilities of text to speech software that bring these stories to life. Alright, hold on to your aprons, because Geeta Mosquita is back in charge of the kitchen, and I've learned a thing or two after the whole curry catastrophe. This time I've got it all under control. You see, I've been practicing my cooking skills, okay, mostly making samosas, but don't judge me, and I'm ready to show the world that I'm not just about spicy rice and deep fried snacks. It all started when my husband Rajesh, bless his heart, got this wild idea that we should bake a cake for my mother-in-law's birthday. Geeta, you can do it, he said, practically begging me. I was just enjoying a nice cup of instant coffee, because we still can't afford Jacobs, thanks to Shanti. But I thought, hey, how hard can it be to bake a cake? Little did I know, famous last words. So, I gathered all the ingredients: flour, eggs, sugar, and the mysterious box of cake mix that had been sitting at the back of the pantry for about 2 years. Don't judge me, every kitchen has its hidden treasures. Now, according to the box, I just needed to add water, oil, and eggs. Simple enough, right? But this is where things started going off the rails. I pulled out the box, and Rajesh peered over my shoulder. Geeta, this is gonna be so awesome, he said, looking way too excited for someone who wasn't even going to lift a finger to help. I smiled sweetly and got to work, until I opened the box and saw that the cake mix looked like sawdust. And not the nice kind of sawdust, the kind that makes you wonder if you just bought expired dust. But you know me, I wasn't going to be defeated. Rajesh, this cake's gonna be the best cake ever, I said, my voice dripping with false confidence. I've got this. So I poured the dust into a bowl and added the water, oil, and eggs, just like the instructions said. It was looking a little runny, but I thought, hey, maybe it'll thicken up in the oven. As I mixed, I thought I heard a little giggle from the corner of the kitchen. It was Shanti, watching me. You know how mothers-in-law are. They just love to stand there and make you feel like you're messing up. What's that? She asked, eyeing my cake batter suspiciously. That looks more like soup than cake batter. I rolled my eyes so hard I almost gave myself a headache. It's fine, Ma. Just wait and see. Now, here's where things get interesting. I poured the soup-like mixture into a cake pan and stuck it in the oven. Easy, right? Well, I wasn't counting on one thing, Shanti's expertise in the art of cake making. She came over to help, which, if you ask me, means take over, and started poking around in my cake batter like she was conducting a chemistry experiment. Geeta, she said, this cake is going to be a disaster. Did you even preheat the oven? I froze. Did I? Did I really preheat the oven? My mind went blank. I was so busy mixing the soup that I'd forgotten to turn the oven on. Shanti just shook her head in disbelief. You know, Geeta, it's not just about following a recipe, it's about knowing what you're doing. That's when Rajesh walked in, looking all innocent as if he had nothing to do with this fiasco. Geeta, don't worry. It's still gonna turn out great. I gave him a look. Rajesh, the cake batter is so runny, it might as well be soup. And now the oven's off, so we're cooking at the speed of molasses. Shanti, ever the optimist, threw her hands up. Well, if we're going to mess this up, let's just mess it up properly. So, I did what any reasonable woman would do. I turned up the oven to the highest setting and shoved the cake in, hoping for a miracle. 20 minutes later, we were greeted with the smell of burnt sugar. Is that cake supposed to smell like that? Rajesh asked, looking alarmed. No, Rajesh, I said, trying to be calm. That's called a cooking disaster. I opened the oven, only to find that the cake had exploded. It looked like a sad, collapsed pancake with the texture of wet cardboard. I took a deep breath, turned to Shanti, and said, Okay, Ma. Your turn. And let me tell you, Shanti took over with the grace of a professional baker. Within 10 minutes, she had the oven going at the right temperature, had whipped up a new batch of cake batter, from scratch, mind you, and in no time, the most perfect cake emerged from the oven. I knew you needed help, Shanti said, smugly wiping her hands on her apron. You don't rush a cake, Geeta. You give it the respect it deserves. And that's how I learned the hard way that you don't just throw flour around and call it cake. You respect the cake, honor the process, and most importantly, don't let your mother-in-law near the kitchen. We eventually served the cake at the family dinner, and you know what? It wasn't half bad. Rajesh, of course, said, Wow, Geeta, this is amazing. Thanks, Rajesh, I said, gritting my teeth. I made it all by myself. But deep down, I knew the real cake-making genius in this house was Shanti. And all. That's all for now. But don't worry, the next episode will be even better. Geeta Mosquita and Shanti might just have to team up again for a samosa making competition. Stay tuned. If you're enjoying this story, please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating content that educates and empowers. To learn more about South Africa's leading accessibility software and to support our dyslexic-friendly initiative, visit www.polyspeaks4u.co.za. Drop a comment if you want more information. Thank you for watching this video.